Welcome back, Cairnites. We've been on a little hiatus. I apologize. Well, kind of. It was all for legit reasons, so I apologize that you didn't get to look at us. But welcome back either way, especially to my lovely players. Hi, players.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
Good to be here.
So, when we left off, just a quick recap. You guys, of course, are in the underground, submerged caverns of. Oh, Cranky! Thank you so much for the sub. Cranky rules. You guys are down in the subterranean, submerged areas known as Nether's Deep, trying to make your way to the open ocean, so you can find the domes of the shining eyes on the ocean bed, which is an ancient relic of dwarven make lost when the blight hit, supposedly. Beyond that, you've been making your way through. You've had some really crazy encounters. A lot of weird stuff's been going on. For the pacing of the story, honestly, looking back, as I did just today, there's been a lot of really massive character growth for some of you during this little underground trek. Some of you have gotten closer for it, I think, too. It's been very interesting and entertaining for me.
Quite the wild ride.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Indeed. When we did leave off, you guys had found what I refer to as the bubble, tucked away behind rock, submerged and hidden. A spherical domain that contained something very, very special. Anybody remember what that is?
It's back up of the spirit tree.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Last of another tribe of elves.
That's right. Lost, forgotten, for all but you.
Daggeth or Daggeth? Because I did not put a pronunciation key.
Daggeth. Marilyn, Daggeth, Vuerlith, and Victoria.
I must reiterate here that we are one vowel away from something very sus.
What would that be?
Daggeth is just a little too close for my liking. I've read my love.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. Everything's fine.
Couldn't possibly be on purpose.
Did any of us insight check him?
You guys have been
Yes.
Yeah.
pretty thorough, but I mean, they're nice. They're lovely people.
They have done nothing whatsoever to provoke my meta suspicion. Therefore, I trust them with my life.
In fact, Genesis, when we just left off, the last thing we did, yes, Featherfall, my precious. Genesis had actually had a therapy moment, in a way, where you were expunged to some degree of your tragedy, your deep, dark, secret tragedy.
One moment for Wilhelm testing. We must conduct some Wilhelm testing.
Well,
Can you hear me now?
there.
Yep.
Aha.
Okay.
Yes, my wired headphones were not working. I could either get audio or I could speak. I could not get both.
Well,
Oh man, I had the same thing happen with this headset. It's the drivers, for me anyway, on my end.
I'm still using the old laptop, so that could be
Yeah.
very well it. Yeah. The new one's hopefully coming soon. It's out for repair.
well, when we get our Twitch millions and we start our gamer cult with the bouncy castle shower,
Yeah.
we'll all have really awesome rigs then. Don't worry.
I don't mean to sound like I actually know, but on my end, it was the drivers. Let's just say it that way. Could have been the garbage headset that I was using at the time too.
It usually is the drivers. Let's be honest. But that
In my
It's the-
case, things usually go wrong because I'm a bad person, and all of my hardware can detect that.
This is the same headset I was using the last time we played, so something happened in the meantime. It could very well be drivers. It could be the fact that this angered some voodoo priestess or priest, both of which are options.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Well,
And Jacob,
the
I think you
children
know that's
touched
not
it,
true.
which
Otherwise,
is
you wouldn't have
another.
it could just be that your DM is a fatal exception.
said it.
Eh,
Ha ha.
Ooh.
Boo.
Oh no, no!
Well-
Here we go.
It's not as bad as the pun we heard before we went live. I'm just gonna say
That is true.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, picking up from there, picking up from there, I know we had left with Genesis in tears. I believe it was Victoria that had expunged you by laying her hand on you and giving you a kiss and literally drawing the emotional pain from your body.
Easily the most pleasant usage of the word expunged, possibly ever.
Thank you. Thank you. But yes, it was directly through a kiss. You saw the physical manifestation of your pain transfer to her face and body and then absorb back in. And that was, I believe, where we left off. Just to set the mood. So, Victoria will, of course, sit down on the nearby bench, catching her breath, smiling, smiling still at you, Genesis.
Correction. I thought when last we left off, she retired to bed.
You might be right.
Yeah, cause that was a lot.
Okay. No, that's fine. She
Like I
retires
know
to bed.
what we wrote for this, and ooh.
Yeah, no, that's fine. She would have been worn out, so yeah, no, she'll head off to the house there that you can see in the image on the bubble. Here, I'll send that to you guys again just in case you need it. The bubble.
Yes.
So yes, that leaves you still with Marilyn, Dagath, and Vuerlith.
We're inside the house, right?
Yeah.
Because of the pebble
Hmm.
that Dagath gave to listener.
Yeah, we're totally still inside the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was going to chill outside, but this pebble is good stuff.
Yeah.
So, Dagath will offer you a room. Unfortunately, the house isn't that big, but they will offer you a room if you would like to rest easy for a night within their domain here.
I mean, we do have animals back on the ship, but they could probably survive a night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Phoenix know who's in charge. It's fine.
All right, so we'll leave the beasties on the ship.
Listener agrees, but he declines the room, saying he'd prefer to stand out in the pleasantness of the tree.
Okay. They won't fully understand because, they don't really know your kind very well, but they'll be more than willing to acquiesce to your request.
Yes, he takes a moment to explain to Dagath. He says, I do not sleep. I think. At least I never have before.
Well, he kind of nod at you, almost knowingly. You'll say, yeah, I actually, I can relate. My people are not so dissimilar.
Mhm.
In that respect, at least.
Yeah. So yeah, no, the door is open. You're welcome to go outside, and I will grant you guys a long rest here.
Beautiful.
Woo.
I feel like we haven't had one of those in a while.
Not really. You guys have been on the Orti for a while. Probably longer than it feels probably longer than it's actually been, but time down here is a
Probably,
trip
yeah.
too. As far as like keeping track of the passing of it, I don't think any of you have a means to do that, except maybe Kaz.
Okay. Can we do things before we take the long rest, or is it just
What would you like to do?
for sake of time? I don't know. I would like to try to use telepathy and some combination of like empathy to make people feel better. I don't know.
Make people feel better in what regard? And I
Because,
ask
you know, like,
because you would be able to read the room, so to speak. Your hosts are remarkably calm people. Like, you have not seen a single emotional outburst from any of them in one way or another. They're just kind of zen. Most of your people are, I'm gathering, anyone feel free to correct me, but I'm gathering from the reactions and interactions that have occurred, everyone is actually pretty mellow right now. Content.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Am I allowed to like make that more lasting? I don't know.
You're welcome to. I mean, it's, you know, the effects of your empathy is more of a as occurs type thing.
Okay.
Poor Genesis, she's not used to this. Where's the panic?
There's no turmoil.
Where
What?
is it? There is none. What's going on? Something's missing.
Where did my turmoil go?
Even
Yeah.
that, even that.
Yeah.
Which is something for you
I
to
don't know.
consider. This is so to give you a really good example of probably what you're feeling, at least to some very base degree, let's say. If you've ever experienced chronic pain, like back pain or something like that, it's one of those things that's just constantly in your life. It's just like, you know, back pain, it just always hurts. After a while, you don't really notice it anymore unless it flares up, you know? Until, let's say you go to a dentist and the dentist gives you a really hardcore pain reliever for a tooth abscess or something. And suddenly
chiropractor, yeah.
suddenly that pain that you're just so used to being there, you don't even recognize it anymore, goes away, and you're like, oh, this is what that's supposed to feel like.
This is what normal people go through life with, yeah.
So you're experiencing the emotional version of that right now.
May I do a thing during the long rest?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Probably in his third or fourth straight hour of just vibing in the vicinity of the spirit tree, listener will subconsciously, not even with any real intent, allow his telepathic connection to wander in its direction.
To the tree?
The tree. I don't know if it thinks or not. Neither does listener, but I'd love to find out.
All right. And this is actually going to be the first real interaction any of you have had with the tree, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I thought so. All right, so listeners outside, you just kind of casually let your mind open and wander in the direction of the tree. Listener, give me a disadvantaged wisdom save, please.
Yeah, I knew it. Don't fail me now. It failed me now.
Of course.
Okay.
Whoops.
So
Bring.
I need all of you guys inside to give me a perception check.
Ooh, yay. Do. Ah, nice.
Wow.
Jeez.
Kaz has my back.
Hey, look at you guys. Anybody else want to roll high? Let's see. All we're missing is Genesis. Although you can skip it if you want. I know better. Okay, guys. Okay, let's just calm that shit down. Okay.
Are you mad? are you upset that we're actually noticing things for once in our lives?
Not really our strong suit.
So,
Not at all.
so, for those of you inside, as your rooms is getting prepped and you know, Dagoth and Werelith and Marilyn are just kind of bustling about and preparing places to sleep and everything, you notice that all at once, like simultaneously, all three of them stop, stand bolt upright, and kind of look off in a random direction for just a moment, and then kind of shake their heads and go back to what they're doing.
As looks around at the others and. Hmm.
I'm actually going to look at your character sheet real quick here, Kaz. Don't worry, nothing to be alarmed about.
Uh-huh.
No, that's fine. This is fine.
I refer to my danger sense right now.
All things are A-OK. Now, Church, back on the old homestead. What's going on? How am I doing?
I'm gonna have to come back to you.
Okay. All right.
Virus downloading.
Yeah. We should be alarmed, right? We should be really alarmed.
Well,
Maybe that's like,
should you though? I mean,
Are we?
Spirit tree.
Are we all normally connected to?
man,
I
am.
tell you what, I get where you guys are wanting to go. so that we avoid
Please.
any chance of this being a meta, I will allow insight checks. How about that?
Hey.
On the purpose, on the subject of listeners' telepathy, we recently ruled that it requires line of sight.
Yes.
So unless anybody's looking at me, you do not currently have a telepathic connection to listen.
Yeah, me too, because we'd be going to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Are we all together other than listener?
Yes.
No.
I think it would make sense if something was wrong, we'd go looking for him. Or it.
If you decide that
What's
something is wrong, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that they would just stop doing what they're doing. So I think I'd kind of.
All right. So well,
I didn't roll
basically,
high enough, so I don't.
everyone but Genesis.
Weird.
Everyone but the psychic. No.
How dare you?
I don't know, the synchronicitous action, like it was literally simultaneous. Like they all heard something that none of you could hear. They all stood upright for just a moment, kind of wide-eyed, staring off into space for a second, and then just went right back to it. It sets your teeth on edge a little bit. It was weird. They seem okay now, but that was not normal.
Ooh, nice roll.
you're wondering, like, did they hear something? I mean, is this an elf thing?
Oh, they all went and stared off. Are the windows in this little house thing?
There are.
I'm gonna go look out the windows.
Okay.
I'd like to go check to see if I could find listener.
All right. Well, I will say that the window, if you're looking at the picture of the bubble, is the top right that you can see on the little house there.
Ooh, that is not facing the tree.
It looks out over the little lake you have there. It's quaint. It's nice. Kind of cozy.
Hmm.
I think Saoirse's going to silently creep downstairs and peek out to see if listener's okay. Just because, like, you know, elves are doing something weird. Saoirse wants to make sure all her people are okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know Wilhelm said kind of the same thing. So
Well,
Yeah,
kinda-
and the insight was a 24. If that.
yeah, well, you guys are seriously. I'm gonna take your dice away.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
I'm gonna
Then
kind of
what will you
follow them,
kill us
but I'll
with?
as
what I'll
you
do-
as you kind of in mass get up to start
What are
moving,
you doing?
they
In your bed, not in the middle of the hallway.
oh
Except for me, right? Because I'm over here.
yeah, you're kind of oblivious to what's going on.
I
But
just
no, it
don't
was
quite know.
so.
Not sleeping in the
What you
hallway.
sorry, Wilhelms,
What?
your background noise is throwing me off there.
Children refusing bed.
No, I know.
I'm sure you know what that is like.
All too well. It's all good. It's all good. It's cracking me up. I thought it was my house for a second.
Someone is trying to sleep in the hallway.
Turn
Okay.
around like, what?
Hallways are great. And very
I'm here
comfortable.
alone. What happened?
So, what I was gonna say is, as the rest of you are basically kind of like, that's odd. Let's go check on listener. The three of them stand up as you go to move towards the door, and kind of inobtrusively, not threateningly, but kind of block your way and say, what's wrong? Where are you going? Like all three of them, like, the beds are over there. Go to sleep.
we always go for a little
If
walk
you say
before
come
bedtime.
play with us, I'm going to stab you.
Come play with us. No.
No. No. It's happening. It's happening.
Oh, we just
I
want to
know it.
check on listener before we go to bed is all.
Listener's fine, isn't he? I mean, he's just out with
But
the
we
tree.
can't see him, so we.
Oh, we got to say
I'm
goodnight
not
to him
there.
and
I
everything.
can't
You
say
know?
anything. I'm just like.
We just wanted to
Right.
check is all. We've been
This is
through a
fine.
lot together.
Hmm. Okay. So, Daga says, well, I'll go check on him for you. Do you want me to ask him to come up and talk to you?
I mean, I feel like stretching my legs anyway. It's fine. I'm a dwarf. We don't really sleep much. I'm gonna go. Just want to stretch my
Another
legs.
cup of tea. I think everything's gonna be fine.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, Kaz, it was right.
Mm-hmm. That's
I'll go,
right.
I'll go with you. We'll go talk to listener. The rest of you, relax, please. You're our guests. I would feel terrible if you didn't feel comfortable in my home.
I slouched down even farther in my chair with a hot cup of tea, like,
Too comfortable.
finally. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So, Werelith and Marilyn kind of start trying to lead the rest of you back to your prospective sleeping locations.
Well, I also have to go check on something. I would like to go with, Also, I have a fish I have to take care of.
That's true.
Fish?
Yes. A very unique fish I found. Chica.
Well. All right. If you insist, like I said, I want you to feel comfortable in my home. Follow me. I'll lead the two of you out.
Yeah, Saoirse does feel a little strange about this, like his reaction, but she's just going to go upstairs and just kind of sit next to Genesis at this point.
Okay.
If
Plot
If I
twist,
get a
the
chance,
home
I'd
is
like-
Gary.
I'm gonna try to slip something to Saoirse.
Oh,
Okay.
sleight of hand, please.
All right.
Unless it's
This is where-
something large.
It is not something
Plot twist,
large.
the home is Gary, and we're still in the same story.
Don't you dare.
Oh, Lamau.
Oh,
Nice!
Wow!
Seriously,
Nice.
that was subtle.
Nice.
guys, I'm taking your dice away. We're gonna go use fantasy grounds where the dice are broken.
But
Roll
then what
20,
will you
we
kill
would like
us
to
with?
applaud your recent updates to your backend, specifically your pseudo-random number generator.
You guys hacked my roll 20, didn't you?
Yeah.
That might be
We
why
could
the
do it.
computer's running slow.
Sneaky software engineers. Okay, so
Can't
Okay.
catch us if there's no proof.
it's still stealth if everyone's dead. No. Hush,
My other
Chance.
life motto.
Chance, just hush. So, yeah, you slipped whatever it was you wanted to. But what did you slip to her?
A small packet of dust.
Okay. So you
I don't
handed
get
her
a chance
a dust bunny.
Yes. I gave her a small packet of dust.
Okay.
You see,
Will's kind of a strange guy sometimes.
Have some dust. Angel
you
dust.
see the word sleep on it.
Okay.
All right. And then you walk out.
Yes.
All right. So you go out. So we've got Kaz and Wilhelm going out with Dagoth. The rest of you are staying here. We're going to go ahead and say, for continuity's sake, that Slotra and Uki are in the room with you two, okay?
Okay.
So they are still there. Don't worry, if needed. So Dagoth leads the two of you out. He kind of peeks out the door and looks around, and you guys kind of step out and look. And he goes, "Oh well, there's Listener. He's standing right over next to the tree. See, he's fine."
Mm-hmm.
And Listener's standing there.
Oh yeah, but
Indeed, I am.
I'm gonna go say goodnight to him, obviously. And if he's like, he sometimes goes in his own little world, so it's always best to just give him a nudge.
If you like, sure. Wilhelm, are you satisfied? I'll take you back up to the room.
Like I said, I not only wanted to check on Listener, but I did have to go down and check on my fish as well as other animals we have aboard.
So be it. Just knock on the door when you come back. I'll let you in.
Thank you.
And with that, he turns around and goes back into the house.
And I will also walk over to check on Listener.
Okay. So the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way over to Listener. He's standing.
Could I give Dagoth an insight check about the way that he was answering? Like, is he trying to hide something?
You know, I would normally let you, but he's already gone.
Oh.
Yeah, he's already passed, gone inside. me think. I tell you what, I'm going to be really kind here. I will give you a disadvantaged insight check just to kind of go over it in your mind. How about that?
Okay. So it would be a normal roll then, since I always have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, normal.
Taking your dice away. He seemed really uncomfortable with you guys coming out here.
Yeah, I'll mention that to Wilhelm. That was very weird. That was very weird.
I have this. If something happens, this particular pouch, and I show him a small bag again with the word sleep on it. You can use this to send one of them to sleep.
Throw it in the face?
Throw it at them.
Okay, you got it.
As long as it hits them, the dust should be spread enough for them to inhale it.
I gotcha.
Because we do not know if they mean any harm. They are acting suspicious?
Sus.
Definitely sus.
Yes, but let us focus on listener, and then I would like to actually go double check on the animals.
Okay. So, you guys make your way over to him then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He is standing directly at the base of the tree. In fact, he's got a hand out touching it.
I'll give him a nudge.
You walk up.
Boy, listener, are you there, mate?
Am I there?
Yeah, listener doesn't answer.
Okay.
But, and this is what I wanted to check on here, Mr. Desolation Strider. There. Where are you? Kaz, let me have a little look-see at this character sheet here. I'm gonna make sure the folks at home can't see all these lovely details, though.
Oh. I done goofed.
Oh,
I done goofed.
right.
Danger sense, true sense.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking at here.
And then I also would like to try something after you finish looking up.
Okay. What is that?
I'm gonna try to cover listener's eyes.
He doesn't
I don't have them.
have eyes.
I was some sort of sensory organ. I assume from our conversations he has kind of mentioned line of sight almost.
Well,
as,
it's a figurative term. It's more
Figure
your
some
line
point or
of
other.
sight. We'll say it's your line of sight to him.
Telepathy is really a lot like raycasting. The only sensory organ that listener really has is every leaf and flower on his body. That's how he picks up audio, essentially.
well, in that case, I'm going to cover him.
You
With
can throw a
a-
blanket on him.
Pretty much. I am going to cover him with cloth and see if I can.
There's always Chance's suggestion there. You can just start groping him. So, I tell you what. So you're going up, and you kind of nudge him, and you're a little uncomfortable. You start thinking, well, maybe I should cover him up with something, right?
I'm trying to block any view.
So, Chance, stop. You're killing me. We're going to have to start doing homebrew after dark at this rate.
It's a different campaign.
I know.
Same people. Different versions.
So, well, we're going to start with Wilhelm first. I need you to give me a very high DC dex save, please. And I say that because you'll want to roll high for this, if you can.
This is so exciting.
Look at that.
Natural 20.
Mm.
Oh.
The whole squad at my back.
Yes. Oh,
You
this
know,
is great.
I've always
List the
wondered.
dice like listener.
I've always wondered
We
what
might
a.
actually live.
I've always wondered what a blight twisted Tarask would look like.
Oh. Hey, we only bring out the Tarask for puns. Get it right.
All right, and
We were
Kaz,
wondering.
same for you,
We were
Kaz.
wondering. Go on.
Sorry.
Oh no, a deck save, huh?
You get your danger sense bonus, so don't worry.
Okay, that's a relief.
Okay.
Not bad.
So-
I'll take that.
As Kaz nudges him the first time, and Wilhelm's kind of just standing there. Well, I could cover him up with this, or where's his eyes? You see these two fungal growths that are all along the base of this tree kind of launch out and elongate and try to like whip around you.
Well, okay.
Narrowly missing you, like they move in the blink of an eye.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, Ginkgo, they're fungal.
Okay. Right. I know what I've got to do. Listener's not going to like it.
Hey man, I'm not really here right now. I can't like or dislike anything.
You still might not like it. Well, dang it. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a run around in a tight circle and do my dread charge and do a good shield knock of listener and try and shove him backwards.
Oh, you're gonna try and knock him loose.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you start. We'll just say you back up for a charge.
Yep.
Although the visual of a dwarf running circles around a tree to get momentum to knock listener down is pretty funny.
It takes a bit of momentum. He's a big guy.
Yeah. And it's well, I mean, the way we wrote it, it's like auto hit. It's just a strength save for listener, I guess.
As I appear to be restrained or paralyzed, I will automatically fail that strength save.
Yeah. So before you do, you and Wilhelm give me perception checks, please.
You got it. Oh!
You were
Ooh, there we
wondering
go.
what listeners'
There we are.
replacement
Look at it.
abilities would be now that he's out of the
26 is
collective.
insane.
It's this. Everybody else rolls 20s.
That's insane. A 26, that's insane.
So
Look at all the green in chat. Look at all the green. So good.
The
It's
thing of beauty.
beautiful.
I say this with the utmost amount of love, but I hate you guys. So Simon, as you're rearing back and getting ready for your charge, you notice just as you start running, you kind of look back briefly towards the house, and you see Dagoth with a bow like at full taut, just getting ready to unleash an arrow directly at Wilhelm, who is completely oblivious to the fact that he's about to get nailed.
Well, dang. I shout, duck! Arrow thing, dude!
All right. Wilhelm, what's your AC? This is all
13.
13. This is all happening simultaneously, let's say. All right, so boop, boop. Yep, he clipped you. So as he says duck, Wilhelm's like, what? And an arrow just like launches directly into your back. It kind of like knocks you up. for the effect.
Oof.
Ouch.
For, yeah, 10 points of damage.
Yikes.
You just feel it. It goes right through your ribs and out the other side, jutting out a barbed tip on this thing. The entire incident was completely silent except for Kaz yelling, "Duck!" Kaz, are you continuing with your course of action?
Yeah, I've got to get Listener away from this tree.
All right, give me a disadvantaged wisdom save, please.
Oh no. This is not good.
I thought I was disadvantaged because I was a chump. No, it just has advantage.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
So Kaz goes, jum, 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 jum. It just face plants.
Oh, he sent out this. The tree sent out a sleep spell of some kind.
Ah, that's a wisdom save, my friend. This is psychic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Kaz goes down. Wilhelm, how are you doing?
I believe I am bloodied, but
Oh my god.
he is not going to acknowledge that because there's stuff to do right now. I have 2 friends that need to be saved.
All right.
I know we talked about my research with the fish.
Yeah.
I am curious if I cannot remember what mechanics question. I can't remember what level we were going to make that. Was that going to be an 11? Honestly, my question is, would I have it? Would I have some of it if I have made some possibly?
Well, I mean, you've been sitting in your lab the whole time. Yeah, why not?
I'm going to use I'm going to try to use a dose on Listener.
Okay.
And then I assume that'll be my action. We'll be using that on Listener.
That will be.
Then yeah, I'm going to use it on Listener. I am going to try to block his psychic abilities.
All right.
This is going to be the weirdest thing that's ever happened. Let's go.
It will be. So
I am going to shut it down.
I believe we had a save on that of some sort, didn't we?
If you want to treat it as a negative, yeah. The save is give me a moment. Wisdom plus proficiency, so it'll be 15. DC con is what most of the others were, because it affects the physical form.
Okay.
Shall I roll a con save?
Go for it, yeah.
All right. Can I intentionally fail this con save?
Let's actually roll for this one because you're not in your right mind. Something
No,
else is
that's fine.
controlling you.
All right.
Yay!
I have a plus 6.
Oh, now you roll like crap. So, okay. Listener starts coming out of it, okay? I'm going to give you a round of disorientation, and then you'll be kind of aware of what's going on.
This is going to be so weird.
All right. So,
Sorry.
Wilhelm, as you do that, like Dagoth is just doing that like psycho stride as he like walks just trucking towards you, pulls out another arrow, knocks it, and just like levels another shot at you.
Ruh-roh.
Just he's completely stone faced.
Oof.
Oh, that'll hit.
Ouch.
So 9?
9.
Alrighty.
Another
Still
arrow just
upright.
bursts right through your. We'll say this one clips you in the abdomen. He's going for body shots intentionally. Once again, like this one, you kind of managed to turn around and it kind of goes in through the front and out the back a bit. You're staggering a little bit, bleeding. We'll come back. We're just going to keep this order for now. Wilhelm, you'll go next, and then Listener. What are you doing, Wilhelm?
How far is he from me?
We'll say about. Let's go about 50 feet at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna move towards him to distract him and keep him away from everyone else. I'm gonna move my speed of 30, and I'm gonna try to throw one of the sleep pouch. The sleep pouch I've got.
All right.
Do it.
What's
You can do it.
What's the save?
It is a DC 15, but it's like a touch attack, so let's even see if I.
DC 15. All right, go ahead.
DC 15.
Roll your.
So this is. Moment, because. Find it. But surprisingly enough, this was never meant to be used as a ranged weapon. Never thought it. Oh!
Oh, yes! Straight into the face.
Church, I feel like we have to apologize, do you?
I feel like you should.
I mean, that poor elf is just about to shout nasty words, and in his mouth pops a pouch of sleep powder.
All right, well, that was you nailed him directly. I'm still gonna give him his save, obviously, but yeah, you hit him directly. Luckily, he's an elf. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
It'll make the 15. And.
All right, I'm gonna give him a disadvantage on his next attack because you did crit him. So I'm gonna say you hit him pretty much in the face with this sachet of dust and powder, and so he managed just to stave off the effects because he's an elf and sleep, but he's still got dust and powder in his face, so disadvantage next attack.
All right.
Listener, you start kind of coming out of it now. You're not where you remembered being. You've moved. There is some type of growth coming from the base of the tree that is wrapped around your midsection, holding you there. Kaz is not far from you on his face, unconscious or asleep. Wilhelm is staggering towards this elf, Dagoth, coming at you with a bow drawn. He's got 2 arrows jutting out of him. He's bleeding. What are you doing?
Let me ask you a few important questions first.
Mm-hmm.
What does the powder that I was hit with actually do?
Well, or was yours an injection or something?
No. You have no psychic abilities. I've shut them down for 7 rounds.
There you go.
So, first off, let me emphasize that this is the strangest moment of Listener's life, and he was cut off from the collective yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, bad week.
He comes out of it and is like staggered for a moment because he's unable to think.
Actually, yeah. I'm wondering. We're gonna, as far as your sensory perception right now, with you being completely cut off, we're gonna basically go on the same premise as blind sight.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Also, Listener was cut off from the collective the same day.
Yeah.
Today? This is a weird day.
Worst day ever.
Bad day. So yeah, we're basically gonna end up with a I'm gonna be really kind. We're gonna say a 50-foot blind sight.
Incredibly kind of you, yes. Is Wilhelm in 50 feet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is Dagoth?
Dagoth is outside of it, so yeah, you wouldn't be aware of where Dagoth is.
That's very important. Kaz, of course, is. He's right here on the ground beside me.
Yeah, he's unconscious at your feet, more or less.
Two important things. Can I determine that Wilhelm is badly injured, has arrows coming out of him?
Give me an insight check. Let's make this interesting.
Let's. Interesting is the order of the day.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, nice.
You can definitely tell by his staggered gait that something is wrong. He's limping. He's having trouble maintaining his pace.
Okay, second question. Kaz, he's there on the ground. Is there
Yeah.
a tentacle around him as well now?
No, not yet.
Okay, but there's one on me.
Yes.
Fungal, you say? Hey, you remember when I took that level in Arcanist? Did you ever get a chance to look at my my spell sheet?
I do actually remember it. I do. Let me see. I gotta pull it up here. Hang on.
There's spell on there. There's a certain spell on there.
Which spell are we thinking? Let me see. Where's your sheet?
For you.
Oh, thank you. That makes it much easier. Oh, yeah, you posted that just a second ago. Okay. Look at that. See?
Nice.
Suddenly.
Suddenly. So if it is indeed fungal, listener is going to have a few moments of complete disorientation. Reach for the collective. Not only are they not there, but the apparatus he uses to reach for them is missing in action. Like 2 different ways. That's a sad and strange moment.
Sorry again.
You're good.
No. So, yeah, you managed...
The only thing left in his mind is his study of the book that he salvaged off the Cairne, off of Limitrop's Follies. This is his first independent problem-solving exercise. Let's go for the Anti-Fungal Aura.
Alright, so look, there is no save listed. No, there it is. DC 15. Okay. Let's...
No. It says there is no save to overcome it.
Oh, right. I was just looking at the
About
bottom of the
both
page there.
Yeah, that is fake. That
Okay.
is something I have to correct.
It
Your
could be a
text is,
mechanic
there
of
is
the
no
roll
save
20.
to overcome it.
Okay, and that's
think it-
fine.
Could be a roll 20 thing, because like your spell save DC is on your spells page.
I
That
wrote
pops
the
up at
spell
the
card
bottom of
myself,
spells.
so it's probably my fault.
No, that's fine.
Oh,
That's fine.
okay.
So
I think it pops up on everybody's.
so
Yeah,
you
I was
pulled
just
it.
gonna say that for
You pulled it. No, that's all right. You pulled the dried puffball out of your pouch and kind of crush it in your hands. Now, normally we'd use your psychic ability for the verbal, more or less, but we basically gave you non-verbal spellcasting.
Yeah, we sorted that out.
So you concentrate on the verbal component in your mind as hard as you can. You crush the puffball, and this little like burst of energy comes out from you. Wilhelm, if you can see it, it's not something you're used to seeing, magic in general. This is definitely magic.
Well, I don't judge anyone too harshly.
But yeah, so the fungal outcroppings, one that was on you and endangering Kaz, are wiped out in an instant, and as well as other fungal outcroppings around the base of the tree. So yeah, there's your action. You have any bonus or anything you want to do?
Grabbing Kaz to begin dragging him would be an action, a full action, I want to say.
Yeah, especially because he's heavy.
But I'm more concerned about Wilhelm, who is obviously injured, than Kaz, who I have now hopefully protected from the fungal growth.
Yeah.
So I use my movement speed to get towards Wilhelm.
Okay. You start making your way that direction. All right, and that brings us back to Degas. He's going to do the nasty, I think, obviously. He's going to try and hit you again, Wilhelm.
Disadvantage.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me. So, look at that.
Oh, 1.
Look at that.
Yikes.
1.
A 1.
Ooh.
I needed that.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Hey, you guys
There's
get all the
those ones
20s.
from all those 20s. Yeah.
All right. Let me
That's
see
what I'm
here.
talking about. That's so good.
All right. So he snapped his bowstring. Yeah, he snapped his bowstring.
Nice.
The bowstring snaps. He angrily just kind of hurls it to the ground and reaches behind himself and pulls a really long, wicked stiletto out. He's continuing his advance, but he's messed up there. Wilhelm, you're up.
I am gonna move to him, and I am going to actually try one of my other new pouches. Paralysis.
Oh, that would be good.
Because, as you said, elves may be able to deal with sleep, but let's see if he can handle paralysis.
All right. What type of object is this one? Another sachet or?
Yeah, they're all sachets.
Okay. So you just kind of up close, just bean it at him. Roll to hit. All right, yeah, that'll hit. What's our save?
DC 15 con.
Con, you say?
Yes.
Oh, look, it finally gets an accident.
Reached down into the
Here we go.
bag and found the 20 for him.
Alright.
Here we go.
That is
Thanks,
fine.
thanks for the bits there, McLovin. Much obliged. 150 bits. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see. We've got listener, I believe. You're up.
I will continue advancing towards Wilhelm, but let me know if during this Dagoth comes into view.
He should be by now.
Yeah, he's coming into view now. He's moving in a very determined fashion, like beelining for Wilhelm. It's not a friendly movement.
How far is he from me?
Wilhelm and he are basically in melee range at this point, and you will be after this round.
Okay, perfect. Listener is really out of sorts right now, but let's just say he's piecing it together. He doesn't know why or how any of this is happening, but this entire place has turned hostile. In this reduced, almost animalistic method of cognition, he's going to move into grapple on Daga.
Okay.
Meanwhile, inside the house, this is good tea. What kind of tea is this? It's
Damn.
such good tea.
Is that ginger?
Sip, sip, sip.
Actually, that's a good
For
point.
almonds.
Let me ask real quick. Genesis, I know you're sitting and sipping tea. Saoirse, you're in there with her.
Toasted coconut almond bark? What's a coconut? What's an almond?
Are you just sitting and having tea with Genesis or what?
Yeah, pretty much just sitting and having tea and like kind of keeping an eye like out on things on the inside, because after Wilhelm slipped her the sleep powder for use just in case, and the weird behavior of Dagoth, yeah, she's a little like just kind of on watch.
Excellent. All
I
right.
didn't notice a
So-
thing. I don't think I rolled high enough, so I'm just like
So
going with it, I guess.
We'll
But I
just
think
say
I
that
heard something.
we'll just say that Slatra and Uki are sitting in there having tea with you guys as well. Give me a con checks, please.
Oh. When we get back to my turn, I have a thing I want to mention.
Yes, definitely.
Uh,
So let's see here.
Constitution is not good. I don't know. This might be bad.
Oh no, the tea.
Not the tea.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Thoughts and prayers. Here we are. Oh, not good enough. Luck point. And it didn't help.
Oh.
I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'm
Kirk
dying.
slipped
I'm
in there to
dead.
steal the 20.
I have
from
died.
Okay, so let's see. 18 for Sersha, 9 for Genesis, 23 for
gonna
Uki, 14 for
die.
Slatra.
Look
So
at this happened to me.
Genesis.
This is lovely.
I made a mistake.
Genesis and Slatra just kind of doze off. Sersha and Uki are. You're feeling a little groggy. It's late. You're tired. Everyone's going to sleep.
Saoirse is just going to kind of
Where did Daggett go?
shake her head, and while she's still feeling it, she's still like got that internal desire to stay awake, cause like something's like feeling off to her here.
All right, so you and Uki will stay awake. That's fine. As you do, I will say that Voirleth actually comes up and offers you another cup.
I'm good with my wine cup, but thank you.
Not a problem. You should lay down. You look tired.
Oh, I will in a minute.
So we'll cut right back real quick. Listener, what is it you wanted to do?
I wanted to mention that the antifungal aura moves with me, and I have just moved Daggett into the range of it. Does that have any effect?
It does not. It does not.
Okay.
But that was a very good try.
All right, just had to check.
No worries.
No.
No worries. That was a good one.
I would like to grapple.
All right. Roll to hit, please.
I've forgotten the rule. I don't think I have just native proficiency with melee attacks.
No,
Right.
it'd just be an unarmed strike,
Raw
basically.
strike,
Whoa.
Oh, sweet.
Notice the +1.
Wow. The listener train coming through. Woot woot. All right.
Like, this is the strength Lister's finding within himself that he did not have whenever he tried to swing a battle axe in the Martyr's Tomb.
No.
I don't even need to be awake for this. You guys got this under control.
All right.
Like I've been scoping out in my brain like how I was gonna step out the door and take out a shovel and then just drag whatever his name is towards the shovel, like by the spinal column, and then
No,
But-
murder
don't even
hobo.
have to do that.
So,
Didn't have to do that. You can take it now.
listener, give me your strength for the actual grapple. I've already done the opposed roll.
Gotcha.
So you definitely grabbed him. Let's see if you can hold him. Oh, so close, so close.
Luck point?
Have those.
That's me. Sorry.
That's all right. He manages to kind of wrestle out of your arms.
Oh, dang it. I could have used an action roll for my re-roll for the wisdom save. Damn it.
One moment. I want to check something
Okay.
before we go on too far. It's been a while since I grappled somebody, but I don't remember if it's actually two checks, a to hit and a strength check in 5e.
Okay. Hey, if I'm wrong, we'll go with it.
I click many things. I no longer remember where I saved things. Okay, here we go.
This is the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen at home. This could be the saving decision.
It is not 2. There is not a separate 2 hit. It's just a check and a check.
All right, well, in that case, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Listener saves the day, more or less. All right, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. So, in that case, yeah, you've got him. Are you driving him into the ground, or are you just holding on to him?
I begin using my toxic secretion, dealing 1 hit point per round of contact damage.
Oh, there we go.
Listener is a slightly more mobile Venus flytrap right now. Slightly.
This is the first time you've used that.
It is.
Nice.
See, you're making us use all sorts of unique abilities.
Hey, that was the goal, right? All right, so he's immediately starts kind of squirming as the toxins kind of burn his skin a little bit. You know, he can feel it. It's not insane, but he's like, ah! You know, he's getting mad. So that actually brings us around to him, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah? Yeah. So now I'll try to break.
Yes. Yes. Strength or dex. Oof. All right. Here we go. Big money, no whammies.
Oh my god!
Again? Wow.
Ha.
Wow. We're just destined to win tonight, folks. We don't even need to add D4s or extra rolls. We got this in the bag,
There are
guys. Like,
no
I'm
thoughts.
sleeping through this. Come on.
Dear
There are
roll
no
20.
thoughts left in listener's
Yeah.
head.
Thank you.
Only the will to stop everything from happening.
All right, so
Back everything I said about the RNGesus in this game because it's
You managed-
just...
you managed to hold on to him. Like, he can't break. He's fighting. He's giving you a good fight. But it's just not working.
He is 1,000 years old and not showing a day of it right now.
Yeah. Stronger than he looks. All right, well, Wilhelm.
This is what happens when Wilhelm starts bleeding. The rest
It's
of the
not
party's
allowed.
like, oh shit, that's not good.
As-
I am going to lean over and just put one of the pouches, the pouch of paralysis, in his face.
All right, just shoving it in his face.
Just rubbing it in.
All right.
I will hold his nose and make him breathe it in.
All right, give me a. Well, I'll give you an advantage to hit, just to make sure you don't, smack listener with it or something.
Technically, he does have advantage anyway because he's the guy's grappled.
Oh, sorry, man's an advantage.
Man
too.
is grappled.
Yeah.
Trying.
You're
Not
good.
happy with me.
Come on, nat 20 again.
She's no more nat 20s tonight, unless I roll
20,
what?
20.
You had your one.
Oh.
So 13 plus 5, so 18.
18. Yeah. So yeah, you just cram it in his face. What's that save again?
Con 15.
So
Come
con.
on. Come on, that one. Yeah.
Finally.
He kind of rocks his head back and kind of goes limp in listener's arms. He's still staring at you. There's something in his eyes right now that's near feral looking.
How long will that last?
42 seconds.
Not long.
Hold his nose and his mouth.
All right. Well, you got 42 seconds to decide what to do with him. What are you gonna do?
So, are we still staying in?
No, you don't have to stay in
Well-
order right now.
Well, if he's paralyzed, every hit you do is a critical hit. Just saying.
If that's your goal.
And Wilhelm is not a killer.
No.
Can I use my knowledge of anatomy to do a subdual coup de grace to knock him out for an extended period of time?
Do you have any medical abilities that would help you in this?
I've got anatomy. I've got medicine. I've got all sorts of different knowledge of the body.
All right. Give me a medicine roll. Let's see how well you can do this. How about that?
Do I get to use my anatomy skill for the advantage?
Yes, you do.
All right.
All right.
Wow.
So, Wilhelm, a sharp strike to the carotid artery that runs down this man's neck should be enough to cinch the blood flow from his heart to his brain just a moment, allowing you to render him unconsciousness.
I can do that, or I just move listeners' hands to actually put him in a sleeper hold.
Now, if you want to do it the slower method, but you only got maybe 30 seconds at this point.
I knock him out.
All right, give me a 2-hit roll one more time.
With advantage.
With advantage.
See if it's working. This plus 5, so 18.
18. Yeah, you crack him.
Oh.
He kind of shudders for a second. His eyes roll back into his head, and then he goes.
18.
His eyes kind of go dead. He's paralyzed and unconscious.
Now the question: can listener detect this?
Yeah, you felt him go limp when the pouch hit him.
Okay. Hold him for a few moments longer and then drop him.
Okay. All right, so you drop him.
He had a knife.
He did. He dropped that when he went paralyzed.
I take the knife.
All right. It is a stiletto.
Oh, nice.
Listener, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm honestly not sure. But if you can, I understand you are cut off right now. It is temporary. Your senses come back. I am sorry. It was the only way I figured to break you off from the tree. I caused it. I apologize, my friend. It will wear off shortly.
Maybe.
And then I start holding my fingers up to show, like, counting down.
That's good. Did I actually catch any of the things he said? I kind of assume not.
Not really.
Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah.
You feel vibrations, like you can tell he's trying to tell you something, but you've never really understood the whole mouth thing.
Listener's kind of like a psychic lip reader. If the telepathy's on, he knows what you're saying without really being linked up to you. But if he's not even there, just wah wah wah, maybe nothing. Who can tell?
Definitely. Well,
What
I tell
he
you
notices
what.
that you're trying to communicate.
Yes, he does. He does.
He points to Kaz
Still
and
laying.
begins
face
walking
down.
over to Kaz.
Still laying face down on his shield.
Run over to Cass and go to check on him.
All right. He's out. He is completely out. Doesn't have a wound on him though.
Listener is trying to lift him and haul him away from the tree.
Okay. So you start lifting him.
The aura's going to be following you, so, you know.
Oh yeah, it's on me for an hour.
So as you go over to Kaz and lift him to try and get him, Wilhelm, do you go too?
Yes,
All
I
right.
will. I will help.
All right, give me those disadvantaged wisdom saves again, please.
I still have no psychic.
Oh, that's okay.
Ah, damn.
I know, actually, listener, that's fair. We'll skip you
Okay.
because you are absolutely cut off. So
So not psychic, I can't even speak.
all right,
Oh.
yeah. So
That's a damn shame.
Wilhelm crumples next to you.
Listener grabs him by the shoulder too. We're hauling them both.
All right, so you're dragging the two of them. It's slow going, but like at the edge of your mind, you can feel the tree itself just lashing out at you psychically, but it just can't seem to break through. You can feel it, like you're familiar enough with the skill that you can feel it. This thing is trying to attack you. The tree itself is.
He's dashing every round. He's getting away.
He's getting away. All right, so real quick before we go any further, let's do our break.
A good idea.
I've got
Yeah.
to use the toilet.
La toilette?
La toilette. And we will come back and see what happens next. We're going to shift focus back to the inside of the house while listeners dragging them away. And we'll see how things progress indoors. But yeah, we will be right back after this message from our sponsor. Please stay tuned. All right, we're back. Dun, dun, dun. Huh. Yes, we are back. We're definitely back. So, I believe we said we were going to head back inside when we got back, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, excellent. So, that being said, there it is. So, Saoirse and Uki, you guys are awake inside. Still a little groggy. Both of you kind of look over at each other and you're kind of like fatigued looking, head swaying a little bit, holding your cups of tea. Your hostesses, Werlith and Marilyn, are kind of taking the teacups away from your teammates that have passed asleep and kind of tucking them in. And then they're kind of go up and stand in front of the door and their hands clasped and just kind of look at you, smiling, like they're waiting for something. Probably for you to just fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Saoirse's sort of danger sense is going to be going off a bit, so she's just kind of going to
make an insight
keep
roll?
herself awake. I mean, I can if you don't think that Saoirse's like danger sense is going off a little bit, because like right now she thinks it's kind of weird.
Yeah, you can RP that you think it's kind of weird. I'm going to give you an insight check if you want it to try and solidify that in your mind.
Okay.
Yeah, RP is entirely.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, you're looking around. Like you see Uki kind of like struggling to stay awake. You see Genesis passed slap out, Slaughtra's out. And you kind of like, okay. I've never to date seen Uki pass out without actively trying to.
I mean, Uki rolled a 23 there. I mean, she's
struggling though. That's the thing. Like, Uki's regimented. Uki sleeps when Uki sleeps, and Uki's awake when Uki's awake. Slatra not very well, but you know her well enough to know that she's disciplined as well. So it's a little odd. I'm gonna say you start wondering what kind of tea this is.
All right. Is there any way I can see what kind of tea it is without drinking anymore? But like,
do you have any type of skill that you think would help determine that?
Let me see. I mean, I actually do have proficiency in medicine.
Well, you know what? Well, let's try it. I'll give you a chance.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, you sniff the cup and you kind of like dip your finger in and taste it a little. Nothing stands out.
Yeah, still feel really sus about the tea, but yeah, I just can't put my finger on it, so I'm just kind of like keeping an eye on everyone because this is weird.
Here we go. Sorry for the train. My turn.
Boop, boop.
Well, this is right about the same moment that Kaz decided to try and barrel into listener. Okay.
Oddly enough, he makes that exact same noise.
He does. It does. So Marilyn kind of looks at you as you're trying to suss out the tea. She furrows her brow at you a moment and says, "Something wrong?"
Oh, no, nothing's wrong. I was just wondering if, maybe this tea was like, if it has anything that makes us extra sleepy, just because some of, like, my friends are falling asleep a little earlier than I would expect them to, because Uki, I know, is very regimented. She sleeps whenever she wants to. She has her schedule and she sticks to it. So this is just a little odd to me.
I don't, let me see. She walks over to where you're sitting. Give me a perception check, please, Saoirse. And here, I'll give one for Uki too, because she's Uki.
1 Uki. Oh.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Not enough for Uki, but Saoirse, as she nears you, like she's right in front of you and kind of leaning down over you to look at the tea, you notice that her right hand goes behind her back, like she's reaching for something.
I am going to ready an action where if she tries something, I am throwing that sleep powder in her face.
Okay. All right.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
I'm smashing it in her face.
All right.
Do it.
So, yeah. As she leans in, she immediately just comes out with a stiletto from behind her back.
Yeah, it's going in her face.
Go ahead, roll to hit, please.
What score do I use?
Well, you're actually smashing it in her face at this point, because she's pretty close. So we'll just do a basic unarmed strike.
Okay, so that's...
Strength or
Strength?
dex, whichever you got. It's
Strength or
better.
dex.
Okay.
Says, come on.
All right.
All right.
You cram it in her face. It was at DC 15?
DC 15 con. Which
Con.
affects the body.
Okay. And we're going to give her advantage.
Elves, man.
Dang it. 1 and a 2. Come on. 1 and a 2. Oh.
Oh, 13.
Oh!
So, yeah, you
Wow.
smash it in her face. She breathes it in and kind of stumbles and goes down on one knee and just face plants in your lap. As she does this, Voerlith just launches forward from across the room. And we're going to do this because you are not alone.
Initiatives.
Oh, God, Uki.
Blam.
Uki, with blinding speed, whips out, actually, both of her pistols. Seeing the move. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Holy!
Seeing the movement, just whips out both her pistols and just both barrels dead into Voerlith's chest. Ba-bam! Voerlith goes flying back, hits the back wall. A spray of blood just showers the wall behind her, and she slumps down, unmoving, onto the floor. This will be enough to bring Uki to her feet. Well, yeah. Okay. Marilyn is asleep.
Saoirse is just like... For a second, she lets out a little whimper and is just stricken. Like, she is just frozen in place. She doesn't know what to make of everything that's gone on. She's just like, what the... No!
Am
Don't forget the third daughter, though.
Yeah, there is
I
one
still
more.
asleep
Yes, you're drugged.
with two pistols being
Yeah,
fired?
you are
near me?
drugged. You're not asleep. You're unconscious.
And okay. No
Can
defenses against
I
that. Good to
use?
know. All right,
Can I
then.
use coming clean on Genesis?
To wake her up.
Yes. Only her.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Then I will do so.
All right.
Ironically enough, we're probably using the same plants.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the song.
Yes, but it's based off my natural knowledge, so
Yeah. So no, you'll you sing your song. Genesis, you kind of start coming out of it as the poison purges from your system.
I meant to sleep too. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
Mm.
So yeah, you start
Yeah.
waking up. As you wake up, Genesis, you see Marilyn passed out on the floor with a stiletto in her hand, and you see Verlith, two large holes in her chest, blood spattered across the back wall, just slumped over, most likely dead.
Saoirse's going to reach over, grab Genesis's shoulders, and be like, Genesis, something really strange is going on here. Like,
Okay. Let's go.
I think there's
Oh.
something in that tea that made you and Slatra fall asleep. And as I was wondering about it, Marilyn, came over to look at the tea, and then I saw her with a stiletto, and I shoved sleep powder in her face that Wilhelm slit to me, and then just as Werelith came in, leapt out, Uki, shot her,
Okay, sleep powder, Verilus got shot. Who's this knocked out now?
Marilyn.
Marilyn. You should probably
Man,
get that stiletto out of
I
her
grab her.
hands.
I grab her.
Okay.
I grab her okay, this one.
Yeah.
Grab.
All right. So you grabbing Marilyn? Sorry.
Yes. I grab her. I tell Saoirse to turn around for a second.
Oh no.
Don't
She
look.
does and covers her eyes. She probably knows what's coming, but yeah,
Stab.
she's not gonna stop it.
No, I don't. I just snap her neck. I don't
Alright.
waste
Oh.
time. Just
So
snap it.
Genesis, give me a disadvantage wisdom save, please.
Here we go. I'm going right back to sleep.
Ruh-roh.
Disadvantage. Click it. Okay. Wisdom save, and we are in the right character sheet. Yes.
Come on. Two nat 20s, that's what it's going to be.
11.
Oh, so close.
Genesis,
Yeah.
as you go to do this fell deed,
What do you mean?
all of the things that were drained away from you earlier just come flooding back, twice as real as they were before, as if they were just happening before your eyes. You are immediately overwhelmed empathetically. Your emotions are just taut and frayed. You take a knee from the sheer force of the psychic attack you are under right now.
Well, it's been fun, guys. Bye.
Sometimes it do be that way.
You're not taking any damage.
Yeah. Oh.
You are just frozen in place, basically, like lost in your mind.
Saoirse's going to, at this moment, glance up, and she's just going to be like, "Oh, Genesis!" And then she's going to put an airworm on Genesis and start playing a, calming song.
Okay.
Fingers crossed that I pushed her mangled neck away before Saoirse saw that.
Oh, you didn't kill her.
Just shoved it. Oh, Oh crap!
No.
We
no.
got like 13 seconds left.
You picked her up with the intent, and as soon as you grabbed her with that intention, this happened. So
Okay.
yeah, Genesis is like eyes rolling back in her head, tears streaming down her face, sobbing openly, like down on one knee, just shaking and trembling right now.
But what about the earworm?
The earworm. This is. Are you using actually one of your songs or just an empathetic performance?
Empathetic performance. I want to make her feel happier, or
Okay.
calmer at least. Happier and content.
All right. You're having a real hard time breaking through on this one. She's under an attack, like a steady attack, like something is just steady, honed in, and just pushing and pushing and pushing right now. So every time you start to make progress, bringing her mood up, that's just steady pouring in on her. So right about this time.
Well, wait. As I'm trying to get the earworm on her, and I see that I'm having a hard time. I am going to get the stiletto out of the asleep Marilyn's hands.
All right.
And I'm gonna hide it.
Okay. Are you going to keep it or hide it in the room?
Probably keep it on me.
Okay, that's fine. You say if you're going to keep it, you can put it on your sheet.
Okay. Well, I'll probably discard it once we get back to the ordeal, but right now I just don't want Marilyn to have it.
So I'm wondering, would Uki put Marilyn down?
Having already killed one,
Yeah.
combat rules apply.
Yep.
All right.
When the engagement begins, you give no quarter until it's safe to give quarter.
All right.
Yeah.
In that case,
Or just give quarter all the time.
And that's why you have that cross on your back.
so yeah,
You the med.
as you guys are doing this, Uki's just kind of watching steadily, like calmly, reloading her pistols. And as you're kind of just trying to figure out what to do, and Genesis is lost trying to do what she was going to do, Uki just walks up, grabs Marilyn by the back of the head, puts the pistol under her chin, and just blows her brains out through the top of it. And then drops the corpse down and lifts Genesis up on one arm to support her so she can get her out, and then nods to Slatra at you, Saoirse.
All right. Well, probably at this point I'm going to use coming clean again, just so I can get Slatra awake. Because from what I know of Slatra, I think she would want to, be able to move independently, especially when I can wake her up.
No, that's fine. So yeah, you pull Slatra out of it. The poison. She shakes her head, looks around. Everything that's going on, and I would assume immediately goes into a defensive mode.
I relay everything to her, basically.
Okay. All right. So she'll prepare for the worst here. So right about this time, of course, listener, you wouldn't have heard any of this, and your friends are out.
Mm-hmm.
Right about this time, you guys hear the downstairs front door just kind of kick in, open, and some very heavy footsteps go thump, thump, thump. Sounds like somebody's dragging something.
Am Am I still crying?
Yeah, you're still under attack.
Okay. What am I doing then?
I'm Victoria, I reckon.
Most likely. I mean, you did give her all the ammunition she could ever need to assault you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So evil. All right, so listener, you just came into the house with your two buddies.
Yes. So, having made it through the door,
Your abilities are starting to flood back too, by the way.
oh, that could be fun and that could be dangerous.
You're starting to become aware of what's going on.
Okay. That's a little better. Remind me the layout of their home. It's fairly small, right?
Yeah, it's not very big. It's one large central room downstairs, meant for dining, cooking,
Okay.
basic entertaining, we'll say. The bedrooms are upstairs.
Yeah, okay, good. Getting them into the central room, listener will sit them down. Try briefly to reach out to them telepathically, but probably not succeed yet. Especially given they're unconscious.
Yeah, they're unconscious.
Oh, give me a good slap around the face.
Wake up! Tack, tack,
I
tack, tack.
wonder if he can even do a slap. He's so slow. Slap is kind of a snappy action.
Oh yeah. Pat, pat.
You can get a pat. The pats are available,
Pat.
but they're not going to do anything. I bet.
No. They're stunned basically.
All right. He looks around the room, senses. If there's nobody here on the ground floor, he's going up.
All right. So yeah, you guys hear somebody heavy coming up the stairs.
Coming up the stairs at a very stately pace.
I am going to sneak up and like peek around the corner.
All right, give me a stealth check. Okay. Now, let's see here.
It does not defeat my passive perception.
How about that? All right. Yeah, it's you sneak your way through the other bedroom, past the other bedroom doors to the stairs, peer down, and you see listener.
All right, at this, I'm just going to kind of raise my hand up and wave.
Listener reaches out telepathically.
There you go.
Okay, so something's really weird is going on here, listener.
Listener's response is he's still a little shattered by events. So he's not really forming coherent sentences. He's just pushing images and individual words at you. So you have an image of Dagoth on the ground, both the boys downstairs on the floor, and just the word hostile.
Saoirse just nods in response, like validating all that a listener is feeling. And I guess if Saoirse can push images mentally at listener, she'll give him like a mental, like visual recap of what just happened. And her feelings of like the strangeness of the tea and her, you know, questions about whether or not like this is some sort of a drug that has been made to, you know, put everyone to sleep. And then of course, you know, the images of her about to be attacked by the stiletto, and then Uki shooting them all dead. The sort of like, you know, mini combat.
Okay. Listener takes it in, and he's a little messed up, but he can still count. There is a floating element here. How many doorways are there up here?
3, not including the one that they were in, so 4 altogether.
Okay. Which one's closest?
Well, there's 2 and then 2. They were in the. If you're facing down the hall, we'll say they were on the back right corner. It's where you guys were.
Okay.
They're all open though. The doors are all open.
Now that he's getting his psychic connections back to everything, that perception is opening up to him again. Can he feel the continued assault of the tree?
No, you must be out of range of it now.
Beautiful. That in mind, he sends images of the others, Uki, Slatra, and Genesis, to Saoirse, and then takes up a position at the left-hand door, looking down the hallway, the closest door on the left.
Okay. You peeking in?
Not yet. He's taken up position.
Okay.
You're not really able to communicate what he wants, but he hopes Saoirse will get it.
Saoirse is going to point at the room where those 3 are.
Okay.
He's still positioned at the door. He sends you the images again, and it feels kind of frustrated that he can't get his point across.
I'm just sitting there crying. Like, I don't know if this is loud or not, but like.
What, crying? Yes, crying is allowed. Crying is allowed.
I just. I mean,
I
audibly,
sent
like, I don't
back an image of the crying Genesis, but otherwise indicate like, yeah, they're okay.
Listener thinks a moment longer. He sends you an image of the door opening. This is fun, intentionally limiting his speech like this.
Yeah, and the thing is that you have to work with your wife's ADHD brain, who like may be like going brr and short circuiting on this. So like,
Well, here.
can I roll to see if Saoirse gets it? Because Saoirse does not have ADHD. Prim, the player, absolutely does.
You know what?
My attention likes to short circuit.
I'll allow it. Well, give me we'll just base intelligence roll. How about that?
All right.
Not a high DC or anything.
I doubt it, no. Listener wants you to bring them here so that we can push through the rooms and clear them together.
Yeah. That's solid.
Okay. Yeah, so at this, Saoirse is going to go into the rooms and, like, start gathering up Genesis, Slatra, and Uki. Like, pretty quiet, hopefully.
Okay. So you start creeping down?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, as quietly as you can with a crying woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, the inside of my mind is a very horrible place.
But
So this is going to be real fun.
you got duped, Genesis. You got duped.
Peace was never an option.
Like I said, that was pretty evil. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Calm
So
before the storm, to be sure. I mean, it's not like I'm a stranger to be being slowly lulled to sleep or anything. It's fine.
So, what are you doing at the door?
Looking for.
It's open already. All the doors are open.
Oh, they were all already open?
Yeah, no, they're already open. All of them.
Okay. Yeah, look through.
Okay, you peek in. It's empty. Empty bedroom.
Alright. One clear, on to the next.
Same. Another empty bedroom.
Next.
Another empty bedroom.
Last.
That's the room they were in.
Oh. Fucking wizards, man, out here casting invisibility and such. Muddying the waters. I don't see through invisibility, and that's a shame, really.
Blind sight isn't blind sight like an infravision sort of deal, so like you could technically pick up the third's heat signature.
Well, blind sight, we would pick up the sound and the vibration of something moving. You could actually detect an invisible creature with blind sight.
Indeed, and you were kind enough to extend me that as kind of a catch-all. However, I will not insist upon it now. I don't actually have blind sight, you know?
It's all good.
At that stage, the Oem would become a little busted.
That would be a little OP, a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Doesn't appear to be anyone else up here with you.
Who's awake, who's not? Can we haul everybody downstairs?
The only one debilitated upstairs with you is Genesis, and she's just emotionally overwhelmed.
Yeah, everyone's awake. Thank goodness.
All right, back downstairs with Listener.
All right. So as you make your way downstairs, Wilhelm and Kaz, you guys are starting to come around. You're out of the range of the tree.
Weird.
Weird indeed. I don't much want to stay here any longer. Though I really want to find out what's going on.
So you guys are
Is everyone
downstairs.
okay?
I'm gonna.
It says the guy who's
Mash
half
that.
dead. So
Is everyone okay?
Mostly,
Yeah.
like, Uki killed off our attackers.
What, all of them?
One has slipped the net.
The two that actually attacked us.
We must secure our exit.
What happened to Dagath?
He is outside.
He is alive, though he will not be waking up for a while.
Assuming his daughter has not reached him.
Yeah.
We must move.
yeah. Kaz is going straight for the door.
All right, Kaz, give me a perception check.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
boy.
So Kaz runs over, hits the door, looks over to the tree, and there you see Victoria and Dagath. She's helping him up as we speak.
Oh, okay. Got a nice prime target for you.
She sees you too. All right, so you're calling for Uki?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'll hold my shield out over the doorway, and so she can fire over the top.
Setting her a mount too. All right. Anybody else doing anything?
Listener looks to where we disrobed from our suits. Are they still there?
The suits? Yes.
Perfect.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
two of them are missing. Yes. Two of
Well,
them
we'll
are
have to
missing.
sort that out, I guess.
I can deal
Several
with
trips.
In fact, looking out, Victoria's actually dragging a bag as she gets her her dad up, and they begin to move.
We move to intercept.
Yep.
All right.
Fire at Victoria, I reckon.
All right. So you want Uki to fire at Victoria?
Yeah.
All right. She sets with the scoped musket.
I believe she has a fancy, like, class feature for this.
She does steady aim. Take careful aim. Ignoring cover. And an additional 5 points of damage. Jeez. All right. Yep. So if she hits, she'll basically do an additional 5 points.
You forgot you made that class so good.
Well, I mean, let's see. Oh, look at that.
That is unfortunate.
That is.
Does she have a reroll ability?
No. It just jams. It doesn't explode. But that gives them a chance to get a little distance. They are actually making a break for the Orti.
Okay, well.
Now, if they were over there with a bag, though, they hadn't put on the suits yet?
No.
Okay. That's a whole process.
Yeah.
So unless they die in the ocean, I think we might be able to catch them.
It's possible. They do have a head start on you. So let's to save trouble and confusion. Let's do an initiative roll from here.
Fair.
Make sure to click your token first.
Oh yeah. Good call. Zoom in. Alright. Oh, one? Really? Man.
Let's see here.
Plus 6 to initiative on a roll. 1.
It happens.
Well, thankfully I've still got Dread Charge, so.
I had to roll a 9 to beat you.
Alright, so we'll add these next two manually since I don't have tokens for them. There's her and him.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria and we'll just call him Daddy.
And the thing is, it takes training to get these suits on as well.
Nah, they got it. There we go.
I guess they better make survival rolls to make sure they don't leave any holes.
Yeah. Alright, so her and Uki are up first. Looks like she'll go first based on dex. So, yeah, she's basically bolting. She's not... She's actually straining, from what you can tell. Like, she's focusing on something but losing focus quickly. More focused on getting out than keeping Genesis under her thumb. So that will bring us to Uki. Well, no, she's going to take this round to unjam her weapon. She wants to make sure she can hit a ranged shot. Alright, so Daddy is next. He's same thing, he's booking. Slatra. Does she have... She's got her bow blade. Why not? Here we go. Okay.
Hey, not bad.
All right. So she hits Daddy. 10 points of damage. Daddy stumbles. Still going, but it's going to cost him a little movement. All right. Genesis, you're up. You are starting to act. Ooh, we're being raided. Hello, raiders. Thank you so much. We love you. I just saw that. Oh my goodness. Friendin's in there and everything. Wow. Right in the middle of a fight too. We got okay, guys.
Somebody's trying to steal our car.
We have an audience. You got to make it exciting.
All right, it's fine. We'll just keep rolling the 20s.
All right, Genesis.
That's right.
Give me a wisdom save, please. No disadvantage this time. Just straight wisdom save.
Luck point. Doesn't help.
Oof.
Bye, guys.
Wow.
I gotta go.
No,
I gotta
you're
go.
you're
Bye.
fine. You're
gonna die.
you're pulling out of the attack, but you're still too rattled to act this round. You'll be able to resume normal action next round. Okay? You're still in it. All right.
This is fine.
Wilhelm, you're up.
I am going to apply a salve, but I am going to forego the bonus given to me by botany to increase my movement speed by 5, and then I'm going to book it for the Ortiz.
All right, so you're hauling after him.
Yes, and I am currently probably faster than they are.
Yeah, you're moving pretty good rate, but they are actually very quick. You're catching up though.
Yeah, I've got a 35 at the moment.
Yeah, they're
Yeah. Me too.
they're running at a 30. So no, that's good. So roll for your
Yes.
salve and apply you already did. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and apply that. All right. Saoirse.
With this,
Sorry.
All right. I want to use one of my airworms, and I'm going to drop a red ribbon on Victoria.
Oh, we're pulling out red ribbon. Okay.
Yep.
There we go. You guys at home should be able to see the effects of that song. You're trying to drop the airworm too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the DC?
16, right there at the bottom.
16, okay. I had to make sure. All right, so here we go.
Oh!
Look at that.
nat 20.
I've seen so many nat 20s tonight. It is insane.
I swear!
What? 7, 8, maybe.
Although, in fairness, you guys had most of them, so.
That's true.
All right, so she
I
managed.
feel like we have 10 tonight.
It feels like it. So, you weren't able to hit her with the airworm, but she's gonna have a disadvantage on attack rolls because of the distraction.
Okay.
That brings us to listener. Once again, fully engaged.
Active. Doing stuff. Incredibly slow. How far away are they?
Right now, probably about 90 feet.
I close 30 feet of that distance, consuming my entire turn.
Okay.
I note that I still do have his stiletto.
Okay. Oh, listener getting mad. All right, Cass, you're up.
Okay. Alrighty. Is this does this place count as the Outlands of Cairne at all?
No, this would be a little more unique. Why? What are you thinking?
Oh no, yeah, just it would give me an extra 5 foot of movement speed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not in the Badlands.
There's a pond here. You're feeling very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I can still dash and move 70 feet.
This is a well trucking little dwarf here.
So yeah, so you said what, they were 80 feet away?
90.
So yeah, I'm gonna dash 70 feet towards them, so I'm literally 10 feet away from them, and you know, so they're gonna know they can't outrun me.
That is a quick moving dwarf there, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so yeah, you cruise. Just bust right through the door. Raw. Usain Bolt, except a lot shorter and hairier. All right.
Insane Bolt, more like.
Insane Bolt, that's accurate. Alright, so that brings us to Victoria.
Let's give them those props. I want to see Usain Bolt do that sprint in full plate.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. With half-sized legs. Kool-Aid Man style. Oh yeah. All right, so Victoria, she's gonna keep bolting. She's gonna actually make a dash action and move 60 feet.
Yep, I can charge on the next turn then. She's gonna be surprised when she ends up on her ass.
Probably. Uki's back in it this round. She's gonna go for Daddy.
Yeah, take him out.
With her first attack. Golly.
Oh yay. Not a lot of damage.
So yeah, so she pulls up the barrel of her scoped musket, kind of rears back the hammer, drags down the sights, and just ka-dow! Nails old Daddy right in the back.
Is this another steady aim or
No, that was a standard shot.
a normal stop?
But she has another attack still. She's gonna drop the musket down gently and pull a pistol out for her second, so she doesn't have to reload. And
Oof.
Oh man.
okay,
You can end the world, you can invent 5 new classes. There is nothing that stops the pain train of a fighter with multiple attacks.
This is true. So Uki drops Daddy, and then steps forward, kind of holstering the pistol, picking up her rifle, and then pulling out her secondary. She's ready for next round already. She's just gonna steadily do the badass action hero walk towards them as they run away.
Fashion.
Can't outrun a bullet. All right.
Well, if Victoria moves out of 80-foot range, then the pistols will be unable to hit her.
Yeah. So Daddy's down. Slatra's up. Well, I think, yeah, Slatra's going to run. She's going to try and close the distance, too. Genesis, you are back in the game. What would you like to do?
How long is Victoria's hair?
How long is her hair? Halfway down her back.
Okay.
I was deeply unprepared for that question.
She is about 140 feet away from the house, though, right now.
Yeah.
Line of sight.
Yeah.
I can
But
see
line of-
her.
But line of sight stuff is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psychic powers. What are you doing?
Let's look up the old sheet, shall we? Psychokinesis. Push, drag, or lift. I can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice my carrying capacity. 30 times my intelligence score.
You're gonna give her a good old hair yank.
So I would like, if this is possible, to grab her by the scalp and drag her to Uki's feet.
Oh, okay.
Face
See
down.
Genesis use it for a wedgie.
How far can you drag him?
Does it? It doesn't say a distance in this section, but it says I can push, drag, or lift. But I would assume that was my movement.
So 30 feet?
Yeah, that's fair.
30 feet per round max.
That's fair.
So she moves 30 feet face down on the ground, being dragged.
Is there a save?
Probably.
Now able to
Strength?
character's intelligence bonus. It doesn't say there's a save. If it's a person, I don't think I was ready for it to be a person, to be honest.
All right. Well, I tell you what. What's your normal DC? Is that your spell DC for your psychic abilities?
It says a large item or even person can be moved.
Oh yeah, no, she's gonna try and strength resist you.
Why now? I should know this.
It's not her best score either.
It's
So.
it's probably on the sheet somewhere.
Well, here, I tell you what.
Wait,
At the
why?
top?
Why isn't it on there? Why isn't my save on here?
Intelligence is your stat, right?
Yes, which is a 16.
Okay, make an intelligence roll then.
I'm sure I did the calculations and wrote it down somewhere. Maybe it's on the sheet. Hang on.
I think it's
8
eight.
mod
Eight.
proficiency.
So
More
8
than likely, it'll
plus
be
3.
Yeah.
So 14, I think.
Plus the intelligence bonus, I think.
That's what I mean. 8
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
proficiency, which would be 11 plus 3. So 14, DC 14.
Okay. Okay. All the marbles in this one, people. Intelligence save or check?
Check intelligence sec. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna use a point on that.
You don't need to.
Okay.
You,
Well,
I mean,
okay
you can
then,
if you
okay
want
then.
to.
I don't want to if I don't need to.
No, you beat
Because
her.
that 13 was too low.
You beat her by 1 point,
What?
but that's enough. So yeah, she's running, dragging this bag behind her. You immediately just see her head snap back and her body twist around. She lands on her face and begins to just drag across the grass, about 30 feet, struggling and like reaching for a hand that's not there.
And now she's only 40 feet away from me and on the ground.
Prone, too. You're welcome.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Wilhelm,
Thank you very much.
are you gonna stop this horrible massacre before your friends just murder everyone? All these poor innocent elves.
Innocent. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Can I get to Victoria?
Yeah, she's been drugged back towards you a good 30 feet. Yeah, you can catch up.
I am gonna try to get to her and knock her unconscious.
All right.
That's probably fair.
Do you want to do the medicine check to try and figure out the best way?
Yes, I am gonna try to. If she's unconscious, then hopefully they won't. I can talk them into not killing her.
Good luck with that.
I understand that. But
They seem upset.
Mm-hmm.
26.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you actually kind of run up and look down. You still have your staff on you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you have a feeling that if you use your toe to roll her over and then give her a good sharp whack, based upon the way that she's struggling against the force that's pulling her back, you might be able to get a good enough like neck snap back to KO her.
That would be 13 to get that.
13?
Yeah.
Not quite good enough for a precise strike. You'll whack her though. So we'll give her a couple points of subdual damage.
Damage. In that case, 3 bludgeoning.
All right, boom. Yeah, so Wilhelm just kind of thumps her in the forehead as she goes by.
I'm totally gonna help.
All right.
As a reminder, you can choose to simply knock a creature unconscious when you are reducing it to 0 hit points.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's not quite there yet, and she's a moving target technically. Saoirse, you're up.
All right, I'm just looking at what I have right now. It's just like, yeah, I was gonna try Red Ribbon again, but I really don't need to now.
She's in a bad way right now, this poor girl.
Yeah, because Saoirse kind of wants to get a few answers out of her. So honestly, I think Saoirse right now is just going to like run up to Wilhelm and just kind of like, stand there,
Okay.
basically.
That's fine. No worries at all. Listener,
Yo.
your move.
Well, one's dropped, the other one is dragging the opposite direction. I can finally think again.
Yes.
My eyes return to the tree.
It's still sitting there.
Anything interesting happening with it?
No, it doesn't seem to be.
I walk at a more leisurely pace to recover the bag that she was dragging before she herself got dragged off.
Okay. That's fair. And smart. And that moves us to Kaz.
Yay! I'm totally gonna run forward and give her a good old tap on the noggin with the spear tip. Just help her along a little bit.
The spear tip or the butt?
Spear tip.
Oh, okay. So you're going for lethal then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not happy about the situation.
That's fair. Go ahead. Roll,
I mean,
roll.
he's normally really good at reading people, and they completely fooled him, and then tried to put them all to sleep. So no, he is
They
not
got
a happy
so
bunny.
much practice, man.
25.
Alrighty then.
That'll do. Roll damage.
Now, why didn't it roll the damage? Oh, why is it not rolling? Okay, fine. Roll d6 plus. Oh yeah, of course, minimum damage, of course.
So you just kind
You
of
get to click
graze
on
her.
it.
Plus 5, so it's 6 damage.
Yeah, you just kind of graze her as she
Click the
goes
text on
by. It opens her up a little bit, but it's just a graze.
Doesn't the text roll the damage?
It usually does.
It usually does, but apparently it didn't want to.
It's having some kind of bug.
It's weird.
It's all good.
All those
Perhaps the
toys.
element of the sheet is busted right now.
So yeah, she's still kicking and squirming and trying to get whatever's dragging her to let go. Instinctively. You got anything else, Cass?
Not really,
Okay.
but I'm probably going to keep following the body.
All right.
Soon to be body.
Well, that brings us to her turn.
Can I ask if that does any damage to the back of her skull? Is it just
No. It hurts. It hurts. There's no doubt there. It definitely hurts.
all right?
So let's see. She's gonna contest you again. Give me that intelligence check again, please. Oh. She manages to break free of your hold.
Can I? I can't use that point now, can I?
No.
It says check.
No.
So it would be great if.
So she breaks out and gets up and immediately like beelines for the tree. Kaz, take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, please. Okay, so this isn't at advantage anymore.
All right, that'll clip her. Roll damage.
Okay, so +5 again.
So 8 more.
8. Yeah.
Yeah, she staggers as you strike at her in the back. Steady running though. Which brings us
Go on, Uki, finish it off.
brings us to Uki. Uki's scary. Alright. So Uki just levels the barrel of her pistol.
Oh yes. Takes a skull apart.
just calmly, like,
Pop.
boom.
I think Uki's obviously on a grassy knoll.
So the girl falls and lays still. A large hole in her back, as well as the other wounds from spears and staffs, and ceases to move. The bubble goes eerily quiet.
Have I recovered the bag?
Yes.
Good, good. Well,
Is she dead?
She's not moving.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start dragging the body towards the tree.
No, don't get close to the tree. Don't get close to that bloody tree.
I don't have to get close to the tree. I can drag and push it. I don't have to get over there.
That's true.
it may not be wise anyways. But if a listener doesn't see you physically moving toward the tree, he won't say anything.
Let's just make a deposit, shall we?
All right, you move the body.
I start moving the other 3.
All right.
Saoirse just kind of is taking shaky breaths as she's trying to steady herself, but she asks, like, she's going to ask listener, hey, listener, can you speak to the spirits of any of them? Have you seen if they've left a ghost? I really want to know what went on.
Listener's been so busy he hasn't even checked himself. What's up with it, Church?
There are no spirits.
They were probably already dead.
Listener's pretty good at spotting the walking dead.
But are they just part of the fungus?
No, this is worse. Listener sees them, sees they have no spirits, including the one who just died right here. He examines more closely Dageth, who is probably closer by right now.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
So people who've had their spirits still bound to them have had a kind of fuzzy look, where the borders don't line up quite as nicely as they do with the living.
Yeah.
And the literally dead have had an absence of spiritual presence. Just looking at them, do they still read as living creatures to listeners' spiritualist abilities?
No, they're dead.
Definitely dead.
Yeah, they're definitely dead. So I tell you what, listener, give me we'll go with perception. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, sure. There you go. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's. You are fairly certain that they were alive before you killed them. Well, your group killed them. You saw no telltale signs that would make you believe otherwise. But as far as where their spirits have gone,
He's looking down. Things are processing in his mind. He doesn't have that collective knowledge base to draw upon anymore, so it takes him a shocking amount of time to summon the words spirit tree. spirit tree.
Mhm.
He looks at the tree once more.
As you make the revelation in your mind, you can see many spectral faces peeking in and out of the bark of the tree, hands reaching out from time to time.
Yeah, we were going to be part of that.
Are they all elven?
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a really important distinction to make.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Burn the tree. Burn the tree.
Listener is like entirely stunned by this revelation, limited as his capacities are right now to handle these things. He falls to his knees. He manages to return a reply to Saoirse that is just the tree. He's facing that direction.
Makes sense.
Saoirse's just going to like look at Listener, then look at the tree, then kind of look down and up and like shake her head slightly like she doesn't understand. Like out of character, I think I like kind of know what's going on. Can like Saoirse like can I make a roll for her to kind of like close the gaps, I guess?
It's so surprising to me that you're not talking to me. This
Yeah.
is weird.
You
This
can.
is very weird.
Well, I'm the dead guy specialist.
Mm,
You can.
but communication, I mean, we've established
Well, what do you
that I
want?
can talk to you.
Well, Saoirse, you're wanting to ask Listener a specific question, though.
No, like she
Oh, you're just trying to close the gap on your own?
yeah, close the gap on my own, because out of character, I think I know what's going on. I want to roll to see if Saoirse figures it out.
Okay. Let's do history. Let's see history for this particular one.
Okay, because it's like, I feel like Saoirse would know that, like, their ghosts have gone into the spirit tree, but, like, with all the weird stuff that's going on, and especially with Listener's reaction.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I will say, while knowledge of the existence of the original spirit tree is not uncommon, no one outside a very tight inner sanctum, even within the Elven Society, have ever laid eyes on it.
Okay, so, like, alright.
So
I'll roll then.
Yeah,
Kind of average.
you're not really pulling the full picture together. But the tree is it's definitely, and it's not like an active effect. Something about the occurrences that have just happened and listeners' response to it.
Can Kaz make an insight check about that? About like the spirits are in the tree.
Well, you can't see them.
No, but she asked about the spirits, and he said the tree.
Telepathic
was-
communication.
Telepathic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have heard her question, not my answer.
So, yeah, you're
So-
having a hard time putting the full picture together, though, Saoirse.
Yeah, can Saoirse at this point, like, I'd like to say, Listener, do you think you can summon up a more clear mental image for me?
Listener is,
For everyone, maybe?
to him, in his somewhat vulnerable state, you may recall that he was willing to cut himself off from the collective over one dragon today.
She knows.
He has just come to the understanding that there are thousands, possibly, of souls trapped in a, like, soul-eating tree.
Yeah, that's why she asked, could he? Or
He
can
cannot.
He's
I will.
he's overwhelmed.
What am I doing? Am I busy? Like,
You tell me. Last I heard, you were dragging bodies over by the tree.
yeah, but
What are you doing?
I think
Well,
I'm done, right?
After this interaction,
Hey,
Saoirse
Genesis.
is going to say out loud, listener just told me that it's something to do with the spirit tree.
See if you can get through to him, will you?
My ears perk up. I'm like, look over at listener and like,
He's in obvious distress.
Try and get an image from him, will you?
okay,
And then
hocus
relay what you
pocus.
Hocus pocus. What are you doing?
Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3, ding, 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 top of morning.
He's there. The line is not empty, but it's just kind of static
I'm
right
the
now
worst.
from the shock.
Can I drop an airworm on listener and try to, like, calm him down?
Mm-hmm. You can. He
Yeah.
can. You can try to resist it if you want,
wouldn't-
listener.
He wouldn't resist it. He would be fairly passive to such attempts right now.
Okay.
I look at him, I look at the tree, I'm like, I don't get it.
So I'll even let Slatra double you up. I imagine she would be curious as well. So she'll back up your empathic performance.
All right.
Doubling the effect, which should be enough to get listener at least to some semblance of level.
Yeah, all right. You guys are very good at this. Like, you're washing away the after effects of this powder that was put on him, which, by the way, Wilhelm, totally necessary. Very important powder. Don't feel
Yes.
bad.
Oh no! When we get a moment of calm, Wilhelm, I plan on talking to listener, and
Yes.
I feel like that'll be a
Is
conversation.
he walking away? I can't hear.
He's got his headset, doing headset things. It's fine. I can hear you.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
So
That's washing away. He's stabilizing. He's beginning to wrap his mind around the events here.
and I won't say it's washing away. It's a temporary relief.
You are literally supplying him with extra cognitive power right now.
Yep.
Lifting the haze long enough for him to respond in actual usable words.
Yep.
You gonna be
Alright.
alright there, man?
I will survive, but they, and he points at the tree, and you're sent an image, and the faces are straining at it. The limbs are poking out of it. It's very emphasized. I do not know what to do for them. The tree is of incredible power.
So
Kill a tree.
Genesis, give me
Yes.
an insight check, please.
Okay.
You being what you are.
Now we'll see how this goes.
Oh, you're good at those, aren't you?
My high rolls will come back to roost.
You can do it.
Don't feel like this is gonna be good at all. No.
Luck, luck,
Ooh, that hurts.
luck, luck, luck.
I have that one last thing, yeah.
All right,
Better.
there we go.
Much better.
Hey.
So,
That was the time for it.
it dawns on you as the realization of the reality of your situation right now. Everything that you've just encountered sets in based upon the information you've received from listener. Looking back on the experience of the evening, the time you spent with these people, it dawns on you that they were trying to escape. They weren't trying to be malicious. They most likely had been trapped here for a long time and were trying to escape.
I don't know. Malicious enough to pull daggers out.
There's some
Yeah,
arrows in
stilettos.
Wilhelm that would disagree.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got to think about how long they've been here. Trapped here.
My superior intelligence score would suggest that the logic of the context in which they chose to make their actions does not overtake the malicious setting of them. Like they took out a bow and shot at us. It doesn't matter how long they've been here. It doesn't matter what they've been through up until this point. That is an action that is violent towards us intentionally. That doesn't they didn't just put us to sleep or knock us in the back of the head and knock us all out. They took a bow and tried to kill us. They went to our body shots.
Well,
That's intentional.
They did try to knock you out first, in fairness.
That's no. At the point when he took out a bow, he made a decision and he stuck with that, and now he's dealing with it. That's
He's
not
talking about
acceptable.
Daddy.
Yeah, you're
That's
talking
not
about Daddy.
okay. That's not no.
Arguably, given that you would be trapped here, doomed to be eventually consumed by a spirit tree, the bow is the kinder one if you're just going to take our ride and haul off.
No, if the bow is if it killed us, our spirit would definitely enter that bloody tree. That's not the kind of way.
It's the
Yeah.
same way, you're right.
Yeah, that's intentional. And I don't subscribe to the whole okay, yeah, you've been trapped in a hellscape, so now you get to put us in it so you can get out.
Right, they could have
You have
asked
a way
for
out.
help.
Any
Yeah, I
step
was
on our
about to
faces
say.
in order to get
They could've-
out of the
They could have
No.
asked. Sure,
Yeah,
we
it's-
could take 2 of you across at a time, then come back, get the other 2, go back, and then and so forth, and share the suits.
transport
kind of
was
thing.
possible.
You
and
know,
they
it's
never even
funny
bothered.
it's funny that you guys gauge these elves as sane.
Yeah, they were very polite.
These are Galdoina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
If
matter.
if I may, as the one who was shot, we. How often have we dealt with Van Warren?
Very.
How often have I dealt with
Van
them? Plenty of
Warren.
times. You guys are the ones that are all weird and sus.
Van Warren is like anyone else. He is a living creature. So were
Mhm.
they. Now,
Mhm.
do we want them to attack us? No. By the same token, I'm guessing they were scared. And fear makes people do crazy things. And
I don't care. There's no substitute for sanity. I don't care.
We did them
However,
if they were insane, we did them a favor. I mean, come on, let's face it.
I don't care. Especially now more than ever. I don't care.
If they were insane, we did him a favor, kind of like
Yeah,
that's
that they were trying
low
to
key,
justify
kind
it.
of justifying eugenics a little bit. Just,
I
that's a
do
little.
not. I don't care. I don't care.
They were living
don't care.
creatures. They were trapped. I'm not saying that the response was correct, because obviously it wasn't. They tried to. Well, they did shoot me.
Uh-huh.
You know,
This
I,
man still has arrows in him.
so I cannot tell you how much I'm enjoying this philosophical debate amongst the party. This is actually very entertaining. The fact that you guys are so invested that your characters are arguing philosophy over the corpses of the fallen elves you just murdered in their home.
Anyway,
I mean,
After
I'm
they
doing
tried
an
to kill
out of
me.
character argument, but
Oh no,
Now in their prison.
I
I'm
can
just
be
joking.
in character or out. I mean, I don't think in character that fear is a substitute for sanity. You don't get to say, "Oh, I was afraid, so therefore I did these atrocious things." I was just doing what I was told to do. I was just doing what was my nature to try to get away from. Nah. You're responsible for your actions up until
They could've-
you're
they could've-
dead.
they could have asked for help.
Yeah, they could
Exactly.
have communicated with us and told us what was happening. We came here. We're good people. We made an effort. We're talking to you. We're communicating with you. We're telling you about the ship. I told you about stuff that I haven't even told these people that I'm with about.
That's
And you
why
were like
Genesis
helping
is
me with
mad.
this stuff.
Hey, yeah,
And here
they
you
betrayed me.
come using that against me, but you're going to tell me that it was because you were afraid that that's a reason for you to
Well,
mistreat me the
now-
way you did, to walk into my
Fear
brain
or
and
mental
then come
illness.
over
Yeah.
here?
Let's rewind. They
fear or mental illness does not justify their actions. Period.
but
Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna
That's
say that they didn't say that.
No. No, we're stipulating,
Yeah, no, of
theorizing.
course not.
They
But-
didn't say shit. They stabbed and
they
shot.
just
They-
died.
They are dead.
They just rip oof.
And
And you
even
know
though
what?
that's not normally an
Hey.
impediment, they are nevertheless unavailable
Nope.
for
Hello.
combat.
And look, we can help them out totally by getting our suits on and then setting up oil and burning the shit out of that tree as we run and make our escape. It would free all the spirits, right? If that tree dies, all the spirits will be free. It's the
Yeah,
good
but
thing to do.
Listener is likely to be in support of this plan, but he'll have to make some checks first. And I propose we do this next time on Cairne.
Indeed.
Next time
Yes.
on Cairne. Yes.
the cliffhanger of the ages.
Well, this isn't too terrible. This is more of an aftermath, I think, than a cliffhanger. The thing I have to say, though, is once again, despite one of what I thought was a devilish little
Crap.
ambush trap there, you guys made it through. I thought that was a particularly evil one. I was quite proud of that.
We big brain.
We are.
No, I little brain. I walked up and slapped the trap in the face.
Yes.
I mean,
Caught him with
literally.
the string before all of you were incapacitated.
But yes, no, you guys survived. It wasn't easy. I mean, you saw what Wilhelm took some hits. Uki,
If you subtract 5 of those 10 criticals, then this would have gone differently.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Uki, if you're watching, you are scary.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't do any disservice to your character since she can't be with us tonight. Even though she really kind of was the
Boss.
the battering ram of the group tonight. It was nice to. I wish you could have been here. It was nice to see you actually get a chance to get some combat in too. And Genko, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to. If I can even find it. Wasn't it Ginkgo that bought the name specifically of a gnome, I think? I was going to say, I don't think we have any gnomes in the world anymore. I think they're all gone.
Yeah, all
That
the
is
gnomes
true.
are gone.
So, I will figure something out. There it is. A gnome named Boffle, Biffle, Bobble, Bubble, Bumble, Beetle, Beefle.
Remember reading that?
Save that one for Sigil next time.
Yeah, we will get Boffle in there at some point. And I just want to give a shout out here to our new friend there, Shortfuse707. Thank you for joining us. I do hope you join our Discord. If you are looking for help getting into RPGs, tabletop, it's a vast resource of information and people in our Discord. We got a lot of really helpful folks that'll answer questions and help you get started. Maybe even help you find players if you're looking. So yeah, join our Discord. Hit us up. I think we are going to call it for the night. I think this was a fun session for me. I hope you guys had a good night.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely.
It was a fun philosophical debate at the end there. And I guess next week we're back with Sigil Confidential. I think next week we're also going to...
Sorry.
You're right. I think we're also going to rejoin the Star Wars heist on Friday, I think.
No.
If I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check the schedule. Check our schedule if you're not sure. And
We will. Yeah.
also in 2 weeks from now we'll pick this back up. I believe we'll probably ransack the house and take it for everything it's worth, and then rejoin everybody on the Orti to carry on.
Standard
Also-
operating procedures.
Yes.
Also, Monday we will conclude Beyond the Veil of Twilight.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That
Ooh,
will probably
that's-
be our final session for that campaign.
Oh.
It's gonna be so fun.
I hope so. I hope so. It should be interesting to say the least. But yeah, stick around. You definitely want to see that. I think we're gonna try and do another, because it won't take too long to wrap that up. I don't think. I think we're gonna try and do another Night of the Round Table maybe afterward, where we just chat openly about the campaign and whatnot. The last one was very interesting, very educational. So hopefully this will be too. But yeah, anyway, thanks you for joining us. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.